So Anthony Pettis knocks out cold Wonderboy Thompson in the second round with, I think, 5 seconds left to go. Crazy Superman wow. Superman punch off this momentum off of bouncing off of the cage. Showtime is back. I predicted this fight to a T. I predicted it to a T, guys. You can watch my prediction video. I predicted that Anthony Pettis would chop away at the leg, use the oblique kick, slow down the movement of Wonderboy, because that's what everyone has to do. The book's been written on how to beat Wonderboy now. Darren Till used the oblique kick, the front leg side kick on him, and it was working. It slows down the movement of Wonderboy because Wonderboy stands in a way where it's very easy to disable that leg. People are just worried about disabling the leg because if they go for a leg kick, they're worried that a side kick is going to be coming at their face. You just got to go for it. Anthony Pettis weathered a bit of punches. He just marched forward. Doesn't care what Wonderboy's throwing back. I need to chop away at this leg in the first and second round. Then when he saw his moment and Wonderboy turned orthodox, he saw his chance to leap in with a Superman punch off the cage. I predicted Anthony Pettis would start with low kicks and eventually get the finish in round 2 or just a finish in general. And he did exactly that. No one in the UFC has knocked out Wonderboy Thompson. No one. That is impressive. Pettis did what Woodley couldn't do in 15 minutes. Woodley's punching power couldn't knock out Wonderboy Thompson. Obviously, I think a few guys have loosened the chin up of Wonderboy over time. Darren Till concussed him pretty bad. Jorge Masvidal landed a crisp punch on Wonderboy's chin. Rattled him pretty bad. Woodley sent fucking Wonderboy into Jupiter, let's be real, about 4 times. Wonderboy's chin has taken some damage over the time now. And he's not Wonderboy anymore. He's looking a bit more like Wonder Granddad. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop calling yourself Wonderboy. You're Wonder Man. You're like 36 years old. And let's not forget, he's been kickboxing his whole life. He's not a wrestler where brain trauma isn't too prominent. He's been being hit in the head from a young age until 36. There's going to be moments where you're going to get knocked out in those times. For sure, Wonderboy has been knocked out in training multiple times. I'm sure he has. But this fight, Anthony Pettis looked phenomenal. Let's talk about what's next for both guys. Because Wonderboy was coming in, he was looking good, he was finding his range. I think the first round was even. I think I gave it to Pettis, actually, because those leg kicks were fucking brutal. I feel like Wonderboy was landing a bit more glancing shots, like his jab would land on the hands, his kick would land on the arms. But Pettis, when he was swinging that leg, chopping away at the legs of Wonderboy. Trains at Duke Rufus. He has the game plan written in his camp. Woodley fought Wonderboy twice. What more do you need? What more do you need? And Pettis, this is the first time in Pettis' career where he fought a striker that's not going to take him down. Against Tony Ferguson, the threat of a takedown is still there. Everyone who's fought Anthony Pettis has a chance to take him down. Not Wonderboy. Wonderboy wants to strike. And that's what Pettis does best. And that's what Pettis did best last night. Knockout in the second round. Beautiful. Beautiful. But what's next for both guys? Let's talk about it. I feel like Wonderboy, first of all, take some fucking time off. You just got KO'd. And same with Darren Till. But we're seeing 2 instances. 2 fight nights back to back. One guy gets KO'd. Flatline. Take some fucking time off. If I see either of these guys back before December, I'm going to flip a switch. I don't know who they're training. I'm going to unlock a new angle mid-video. There you go. I don't know who's training these guys. But if they let them back in the ring before December, they need to get better training part. They need to get better trainers. Their trainers don't have their best interest at heart then. If they're letting them back in the ring so soon. I don't want to see either Darren Till or Wonderboy Thompson back in the ring in 2019. When you get KO'd like that. It's not like they just got KO'd either. Jorge Masvidal KO'd Darren Till, slept him on the floor. One more. Anthony Pettis KO'd Wonderboy, smashed his face in twice on the floor. What's next for both guys? Wonderboy and Darren Till could rematch each other at 170. I don't want to see Till cut the weight, but maybe they both move up to 185 like normal people. Because let's be honest, everyone should move up in weight now. It's getting stupid. Wonderboy and Darren Till rematch each other. Number 2, wherever you want to do it, that co-main event or main event's a fight night, or you can chuck it on the main card of a pay-per-view. I'd buy that. I wouldn't buy that shit. I'd illegally stream that shit, for sure. That would be worth me illegally streaming, 100%. But what's next for Anthony Pettis? He's got options. He talks about RDA. If RDA can get past Kevin Lee, he wants RDA. Because Anthony Pettis, let's be real, is probably going to be ranked at number 6, number 5 at welterweight after a win over Wonderboy. Wonderboy's number 4. That's a big win. Anthony Pettis wants RDA. RDA has to get past Kevin Lee, which I think is going to happen, but we'll find out. That is a big ask. He also wants the winner of Barboza versus Gaethje. Any fight that Anthony Pettis picks is the headliner of a fight night, no matter what. He's in that position now. When he wins a fight, he headlines a fight night no matter what. He's that kind of name. Everyone knows Showtime. And he's always putting on entertaining fights. Dustin Poirier main event. I don't remember. Jim Miller was on a pay-per-view, right? Jim Miller was on the main card of a pay-per-view. Then he did... What else did he do? Anthony Pettis fought... Who else did he lose? Tony Ferguson. Co-main event of the McGregor pay-per-view. I mean, come on. Where does it get better than that? Anthony Pettis could fight McGregor next. And I would not pay for that. People would pay for it. I wouldn't. I would illegally stream it. But people would pay for that fight. Great fight. Let's do it. Stop talking about McGregor being a co-main event, ESPN. Do you hate fucking money? Please stop being so retarded. I'm spitting everywhere because of you. Fuck ESPN for even suggesting that McGregor should be a co-main event. He brings 1 million pay-per-views guaranteed to every fight he takes part in. 1 million pay-per-views. And you want to put him as a co-main event. Fuck off. I don't care how you feel about McGregor. He's a main event of a pay-per-view. No matter how many times he loses. No matter what, he's main event in a pay-per-view. There's no one in the UFC that sells more than McGregor. And Anthony Pettis versus McGregor? That's a good fight. Anthony Pettis is a legit 155er. Look what he did to Tony Ferguson. That was a close fight before Tony started taking over and Pettis' hand broke. Pettis was sending him stumbling all over the octagon. Pettis won round 1 with that knockdown. Damn. I'd love to see McGregor versus Pettis any day. Give me that shit. Give me it in July. International Fight Week. Las Vegas. Let's go. Let's do it. No more questions. Wonderboy, take some time off. Recover that brain of yours. You're not young anymore. And let's see something happen. Maybe a rematch with Darren Till. Maybe Darren Till moves up to 185, fights Tavares. And Wonderboy faces Wonderboy versus Robbie Lawler. Fuck Ben Askren and Lawler fucking rematching. That holds everything up. We want Askren facing the loser of Colby versus Usman. Or Askren facing Jorge Masvidal. We don't want to hold shit up with rematches of contenders. This isn't a title fight. What are we talking about? I don't care if the stoppage was controversial. It holds up the division. Let's not do that shit. Let's do Ben Askren fights Jorge Masvidal for a number 1 contender spot. Let's do that. Because Jorge Masvidal and Ben Askren are going to be very highly ranked after this night. Because Wonderboy is going to drop in the rankings very far. Ben Askren, Jorge Masvidal. Let's do it. Make that fight. Because then if Ben Askren beats Jorge and Colby beats Usman, big asks, I know. Then they've got history. Ben Askren just beat Colby's best friend. That's something I'd like. That's interesting for me. But Wonderboy should fight Lawler 100%. But give them time. No rush. You just got KO'd unconscious. Save your chin for better days. Goodbye. And also, thanks for all the subscribers yesterday. That shit was lit. I enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed the stream thoroughly. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'm not fucking joking. You better like and subscribe.